My best friend is a predator, so I set him up. I grew up with Mark. Sandbox, bikes, all-nighters on Xbox. He was like family. He was the kind of guy who never caused drama, always showed up when it mattered, and knew how to make everyone laugh. Out of all our friend group, he was the only one who never dated anyone. We assumed he was just figuring himself out. Maybe he liked the same team, but no one cared. He was still Mark. But years passed, and he never brought anyone around. Not a girl, not a guy, nothing. We made jokes, called him the monk, but it didn't bother him. Until one day, it started to bother me. We were 26 when it happened. I was over at Mark's place watching the game. He left his phone on the couch while he went to the kitchen. It buzzed. Once, twice, 3 times. Curiosity got the better of me. I looked. What I saw made my stomach turn. DMs dozens to girls on Discord. Not sure what's worse, that he was a full-time Discord mod or this. Some were clearly decoys pretending to be younger. Others were real and unfiltered. Messages full of manipulative compliments, promises, and straight-up grooming tactics. I scrolled until my hands shook. That wasn't Mark, but it was. When he came back, I told him I had to leave. Said I had a headache. He smiled, said, "Let's hang this weekend." I nodded and walked out. My best friend is a monster. That night, I didn't sleep. I paced. I stared at the ceiling. I thought about every sleepover, every time he babysat someone's cousin, every time we laughed and I had no idea who I was laughing with. Then I thought about my wife and the kid we had on the way. That's when I made the call. A friend of mine, Dave, runs a decoy sting operation, like a low-budget version of Chris Hansen. I sent him the screenshots. He didn't hesitate. Said, "We'll take it from here, but you're gonna need to stay close. We want him to feel safe." So I did. I played dumb. We watched the Super Bowl together. I went to his birthday. I asked him to be my kid's godfather just to keep him close enough for surveillance. Meanwhile, the decoy started messaging him. At first, he was cautious, then predictable, then disgusting. Over 3 months, they built a fake relationship. He shared pictures, said he wanted to hang out somewhere quiet. He offered to bring cupcakes to her birthday and said, "It's just dropping them off, I swear." We picked the spot, a rental home rigged with cameras, every angle covered, cops staged nearby. Dave and I waited in the other room with eyes on the feed. Mark showed up in a hoodie, hat low, holding a 12-pack of cupcakes like he was the friendly neighbor. When we confronted him, he panicked, said, "It's her birthday, I'm just delivering these." He tried to run, big mistake. He tripped over a garden gnome, face planted through a fence, and barreled straight into the river behind the house. The splash was so massive it drenched half the crew. Cameras soaked, Dave cursing. It would have been hilarious if it wasn't so sick. Cops pulled him out like a drowned walrus and cuffed him right there on the bank. Soaked, shaking, covered in shame. 3 years in jail. That's what he got. Registered offender. Never allowed near a school again. He tried to message me once from jail. Said he was set up, but I just ignored it. I wish I could say I felt better after, but I didn't. Not fully. Setting up your best friend, someone you trusted since you were 5, isn't some victory. It's a betrayal you have to do. Not for you, but for every kid he could have hurt.